Okay, let's begin. Welcome everyone to our chair yoga. We'll grab our block or perhaps a ball, and we'll just place that ball or block or maybe a cushion from home, whatever you have, between the knees. Scoot forward in your chair a little, and then come into a comfortable seat. Resting your hands and sitting nice and tall. Begin to notice your breath. Eyes can be opened or closed. And just begin to create awareness of your breath. Notice the in-breath and the out-breath. And feel the cool air coming in through the nostrils, expanding through the body, and that air passing back out through the nostrils or the mouth. So following the path of your breath, feel the expansion on the in-breath and the softening on the out-breath. Softening all the muscles of your face. You might part the lips ever so slightly to relax your jaw. Feel your feet grounding to the earth, that earth energy. Gently pressing through the feet, gently squeezing the block. Perhaps you sit a little taller with each in-breath. And allow a little softening with the out-breath. Let's bring one or both hands to the heart, taking a moment to set your intention, your heart's desire for this practice, for your day. And know that you are worthy of abundance, worthy of your heart's desire, whatever your heart is longing for. Then bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra, or prayer hands, sealing in that intention. Again, be mindful of how you feel through the practice, making any modifications along the way. Let's blink our eyes open. Let's rub our hands vigorously together, creating a little heat and warmth. And then just gently start to massage or rub your arms, shoulders, wherever you feel like you need a little rub. Maybe around the ribs, get into those diaphragmatic muscles maybe, or the fascia, the low back, your hips, your legs a little love, your knee joint. Maybe you can reach down and keep your core engaged, your shins, and then back up. Good. So sitting nice and tall. Let's bring our hands back to Anjali Mudra and inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, hands draw back into the heart space. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, back to the heart. So opening the front body and softening a little, drawing the belly in. Let's add a little twist this time. Inhale, reach up, then twist gently to the right and land in a gentle twist. Take a few deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, reach up to the sky, turn center, exhale, hands to the heart. Pause here in the center. Take one complete breath. And on your next breath, reach up, twisting gently to the left. Land in a gentle twist. Noticing sensation. Noticing your breath. As you're ready, reach back to the sky, turn center, hands back to the heart. Good, bringing your hands to the thighs. Again, make any little adjustments for comfort, making sure you're a little bit forward in your chair. And we're gonna do cat and cow stretch. So we're gonna inhale, fill up the belly, arch the low back as we gaze up. Exhale, gently round, draw the belly in, look down. Inhale forward into extension. Exhale, rocking back into flexion. And if flexion doesn't feel good for your spine, maybe just do the extension part and come back to neutral. So that if you do have osteoporosis, they do recommend not to flex the spine. But again, you are your best guide. And perhaps anything that your doctor has shared with you to do or not do. One more time each way. And then sitting nice and tall. And again, from here, let's inhale, turn to look right. Exhaling, center. Inhale, turn, look left. Exhaling, center. And continue back and forth, working at your own pace. That's it. One more time each way. And then we're going to nod the chin, flip your palms face up. You might touch the index finger and thumb together. Softening the elbows, drawing them in close to your sides, pulling the elbows back a little. Feel the shoulder blades gliding down and back. Let's bring our gaze back up and nice and tall. Good. From here, let's bring our hands up. We'll do a little exercise for our hands. We're going to inhale, stretch your fingers long and wide. Exhale, bend at the wrist. Inhale, start to curl. Exhale, close, make a fist. Inhale, fingers long. Exhale, bend. Inhale, start to curl. Exhale, close, make a fist. Good. Inhale, long. Exhale, start to bend. Start to curl, close, neutral fist. One more time. And then keeping that fist, stretch your hands forward, palms down, and then circle the hands in one direction. And circle the other direction. Good, and shake out your hands. Good. We might slide back in our chair as much as you can. You can keep the block if you like, and we're going to stretch our legs forward, bending at the knees, pressing away and release. Body tall, shoulders over hips. Last one, hold the legs out, point your toes and flex your feet. Point your toes and flex your feet. That's it. And then circling the feet in one direction and the other direction. And shake it out. Good. Let's remove that block. We're gonna, might slide forward a bit, hug that right knee in towards your body. The heel might rest on the chair. And take opportunity to breathe into this right hip, into the belly and ribs. And feel the rise and fall of your breath. And send some healing energy into the hips. Good. And then we might pick up the knee and the foot, cradling the lower leg. You can also use your yoga strap if you have one to help facilitate this. And then resting your ankle above or below the knee, let the knee fall out where it may. Sitting nice and tall. And then if you want to deepen the stretch, you can lean forward slightly, but with a long neutral spine. Breathing into that right hip. Just notice where you feel the stretch. And releasing that foot back to the earth. Noticing sensation in the right side body. Feel all the edges of your feet on the ground. Good. When you're set, we're going to pick up the left. We can either grab the shin underneath, or you can even tuck it in a little closer if that's comfortable. And breathing into this left hip. Deep belly breaths. Massaging all the internal organs with your breath. Good. From here, let's pick up that lower leg. We might rock back and forth for a moment. And then placing the ankle above or below the knee. So I'll show this option. So maybe the leg's just a little bit externally rotated. Sitting tall, hinging forward perhaps, and breathing into those external hip muscles. Just breathing. Good. And then bring it back nice and tall. Good. Let's slide forward a little bit more in your chair. Widen your feet. And you can be in bare feet or sock feet. If you're in socks, just make sure you don't slip on your mat. Just a little safety. And also if your chair is secure so that your chair doesn't slide. We're going to rotate through the torso. Drawing circles out of the hips, the pelvis. Inhaling and exhaling. And let's change our circles the other direction, exploring some movement in this direction. You can make these as big or small as you like. And back center. Good. From here, let's grab that yoga block again. We're going to turn to face your left. So bring that yoga block between the knees. Sitting tall in your chair, so sitting side on to your chair. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, gently spiral and turn towards the back of your chair. So a very gentle twist. Breathing into this shape. Feel the ribs expand out and up. And then feel the ribs soften in and down. As you're ready, reach up to the sky, turn your shoulders back to the left, float the hands down to the top of the legs. Pause and let everything settle. Breathe fully. Feel both feet on the earth, both sitting bones on the chair. Good. And then from here, we can remove the block. We can scoot forward on our chair a little bit. You might place the block on the floor in front of the chair. And just adjust that block so that perhaps the knee rests on the block, depending on the length of your chair or the height of your chair. Square off your hips, shoulders, and that back hand on the chair seat. Front arm reaches up. And then we might even add a side bend. So let's press through our feet to strengthen the leg muscles, almost like you're going to lift out of the chair. Relax the back elbow and shoulder. Breathing into this hip flexor stretch. Pressing through the feet. And then reach both arms up, coming into warrior one. So hands can reach to the sky, they can also be at the heart, or they can be hands on the hips. Keep pressing through the feet, strong legs. Release your back hand to the thigh, your front hand reaches forward, your back leg extends back, coming into flying warrior. So again, still pressing firmly through the feet, grounding that front foot, stretch out your toes. Option is to lift one hand and the other for further challenge, or keep that inside hand on the thigh. So you decide. Good, one more breath. And as you're ready, bend the back knee, reach the arms up. Start to turn, pivoting on that back toe. Adjust this leg for comfort. So pressing into the outer edges of that kickstand, your right foot. And bring your shoulders over top of the hips. So if you're really forward, see if you can line the spine. And then rotate your palms up. Rotate palms turning downwards. Try that a couple times. Turning right out of the shoulder joint. That's it. And then let's leave our palms up, left hand to the sky, right hand lightly resting on the leg. Sun worshiper. Again, just your eye gaze for comfort. You might look up or at the horizon, or you might tuck your chin looking down towards the back leg. Good, as you're ready, let's windmill back to the warrior two, parallel arms. Take another breath. Bend the left elbow, lower down, circle the right arm up and around, arm by the ear. And then open the shoulder a little. Again, adjust your eye gaze for comfort. This hand can be more towards the ear, or it can reach up to the sky, or it can be anywhere back behind you. So if that doesn't feel good for the shoulder, the arm can be down. Keep pressing through the feet. Take a little pressure off that elbow. You've got it. And on your next inhale, reach up, straightening the torso, exhaling, parallel arms. Good work, everyone. Let's release our arms, bend the back knee, help it forward. The front, turn to face center, and just pause. You might close your eyes briefly, scanning the body, noticing sensation. Can you feel both feet grounding equally? Both legs and sitting bones, buttocks. Feel both hands grounding to the thighs. The chair supporting you. Good, as you're ready, let's blink the eyes open. We'll grab that block and we're going to repeat that sequence on the other side. So turning to face your right, block between the knees, sitting nice and tall, shoulders over hips. And let's reach up with an inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, gently turn to the chair back. Let your hands touch the chair back. Softening the shoulders. Just noticing your breath. As you're ready, reach up to the sky, turn back towards the right, float the arms, the hands back to the legs. Pause for a breath. Good. As you're ready, you can gently remove the block, place it on the floor in front of your chair, and then scoot forward a little bit to free up that front hip and buttock. And square off your shoulders and hips, and hang on to the chair with your back hand. The front hand reaches up, and side bend, or you can stay very linear. You can stay very neutral. Press through the feet, breathing into the hips, relaxing the shoulder down away from the ear. Good. As you're ready, reach both arms skyward, square off your shoulders and hips. Noticing this warrior one posture, strong legs. Good. Let's release the back hand to the thigh, front hand forward. Slide your back leg back. Come into flying warrior. Again, one or both arms can be up. You decide. Or maybe the hands come back to the chair and the thigh. Pressing through the feet, almost like you're going to lift out of the chair. And then reaching both arms up, bend your back knee, start to straighten the torso, pivoting on the back toe. And then adjust this back leg for hip flexor comfort, for knee comfort, pressing into the outer edges of that foot. Arms are up. Good. Just breathing here. Warrior two. You can turn the palms upwards, rotate them downwards as an option. Just exploring some movement out of the shoulder joint. Good. And then leaving our palms up, top hand to the sky, back hand to the thigh, lightly resting. Sun worshiper. That's it. And then as you're ready, windmill back to parallel arms, that warrior two position. Taking another breath. Lower the right elbow, lightly resting. Circle the left arm up and around, arm by the ear, or up to the sky, or anywhere back behind you. So we can open the shoulder a bit, press through the feet, and take a little pressure off the elbow so you feel the work in the waistline, in and around the rib cage. Strong legs, lots of breath. As you're ready, reach up to the sky, pulling the body tall. Exhale back to those parallel arms and release the arms to the legs. Good work. Let's bend the back knee, help it forward, the front. We'll turn to face center and take opportunity to check in, maybe scanning the body, noticing sensation, noticing your breath. And then from here, blink the eyes open, and we'll continue. Let's pick up our block. And we're going to come up to stand and come in behind your chair. So coming in behind our chair. And nice and tall, feet are about hip bone width apart. Good. And then from here, sink into the feet, soften your knees ever so slightly. We're going to rise up on the toes and release your heels. And rise up and release. That's it. Body tall. And just lightly hanging onto the chair. That's it. One more time. And release. Good. From here again, just make sure you have space behind you. We're going to do our bird dog. So we're going to shift our balance, lift the opposite arm and leg. Come back to the chair and the floor. So again, activating out of the hip, through the low back muscles, through the shoulder and chest area. Just take your time, finding balance and strength. That's it, looking good. So a really good exercise for our spine, this crisscross pattern. You can do it kneeling, standing, or lying face down on the floor, or maybe if you're in bed, you could be face down on your bed and do this as an option. That's it. Last one. Good. From here, walk yourself back, come into a back stretch, hinging at the hips, arms by the ears, long spine. And breathe into the full length of your spine, into the hips and lower back, into the back of your legs. Slowly begin to rise, slowly start to walk towards your chair. And then we can bring our hands down. Tall mountain. Grounding through the feet. Grounding to the earth energy. Crown of the head to the sun energy. And broaden your collarbone, shine your heart forward. Reaching energetically through the fingertips. When you're ready, let's bring our hands to the heart. And release. Let's come to the right side of our chair. And we're going to do some more standing balance and strengthening work. So we're going to shift our balance to that inside foot. Lift your outside heel, turn the knee out. Option one is to bring the heel just above the ankle bone for tree pose. Hands can stay on the chair, the hips, the heart, anything at all. If you want a little more challenge, maybe you slide your foot up and press it into the side of the leg, above or below the knee joint. So any of those options, any arm position, crown of the head skyward, finding balance, strength, just breathing. Good work, everyone. Knee comes forward and the foot back to the floor. Good. Just pedal out your feet for a moment. Notice how that feels. And we'll stay on this side, hand on the chair, hand on the hip. Shift your balance again to that inside leg. Outside knee comes up. External rotation, close, and back to the floor. Let's do it again. Up, external rotation, close, and to the floor. This time we're going to add on, so knee comes up, external rotation, close, and then warrior three. Press away, come back to the start position. Let's do that again. Knee up, open, close, press away, warrior three, and back to the start. So we'll do just a couple more. And on this one, let's hold that warrior three position. Options to bring the hand to the chair seat, or maybe lift that inside hand, reaching both hands forward as you press through the back heel. Keep breathing, balancing. Good. As you're ready, find the chair. Begin to stand tall. Just walk it out on the spot. Good. Ground both feet again, hand on the chair, crescent moon, reach the outside arm up, and gently side reach. Relaxing that inside elbow and shoulder. Breathe into this shape. And then reach the arm up, float the arm down. Good. Let's go to the other side of your chair. Again, feet can be hip bone width apart. Shifting our balance to that inside leg. Let's come into tree so we can opt to keep our toes on the ground. Hands can come to the hips, the heart, or reach upwards. You can also slide your foot up a little higher if you like. So you decide what feels good for your body on this side. Find your tree. It might be completely different on this side. When you're ready, find the chair, return the knee forward and the foot back to the ground. Good, walk it out on the spot. Good, grounding both feet. We can lightly hang on to the chair again in the hip. Take that outside knee up, external rotation, close and back to the floor. Let's do it again. Up and open, close and to the floor. Strengthening through the hips, working on balance. That's it, looking good everyone. On this next one, let's add on that warrior three. So pressing away and return standing tall. Let's do it again. Up and open, close. Good, taking your time. That's it, standing leg really strong. And on this next one, we can opt to maintain that warrior three position for several breaths. Hand can stay on the chair, or maybe it comes forward to the chair seat to square off the shoulders, or maybe you play with lifting that inside hand. Know that your chair is right there if you need it. Press through the back heel. Press through the standing leg. Good. And when you're ready, find the chair, the floor. Just walk it out on the spot for a moment. Good. It's grounding both feet. Let's bring the outside arm up. Side reach. Now the hand can stay on the thigh, it can hang onto the chair, whatever feels good for your body. Feeling both feet grounding. And back, center, and float the arm down. Good, let's again come behind the chair. So feet rooted, hip bone width apart. A little bend in the knees. This time we're going to lift our toes and ground your feet. Lift the toes and ground the feet. So shin raises. That's it. And notice how this feels in the feet. Keeping a little bend in the knees. That's it. And plant the feet. Pause for a moment, and then this time rise up on the heels, lower the heels, and then lift your toes. So we're going to go back and forth between a calf raise and a shin raise. That's it. And hang on to your chair as much or as little as you need to. Know that it's right there. Looking good, that's it. Last one. Good work, everyone. This time, take a step back on the left foot, pressing through both feet, nice and tall. You might lighten the fingertip touch on the chair. You might lift one arm up, tighten your core. You might play with lifting both arms. Pick a focal point to gaze at. That front knee is bending. Shoulders relaxing. Good. Pressing into that back heel, especially. Getting a nice calf stretch. Lower one hand, lower the other, step forward. Just walk it out for a moment. Good. I'm just going to change my angle a little bit. So we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So as you're ready, take a step back on your right. Ease into the calf stretch. I'm definitely feeling more on this side. Whew. Again, light fingertip touch on the chair, option one. Or maybe you lift one hand, maybe this is enough. Or maybe you play with lifting both hands again. Good. Keep breathing. Keep noticing. Stabilizing, finding strength and balance. Good job. Lowering one hand, lowering the other, and then step it forward. Just walk it out on the spot. Good. And then we're going to come back to our chair. So you can position your chair. Actually, let's position our chair face or at one end of your mat. Grab water en route. So stay hydrated. Again, really important to keep energy up and your immune system. And we're going to come to a flat back position here. So that tabletop position, if you're really not liking bird dog in this position, feel free to do the standing version. And we're going to lift the opposite arm and leg. So we'll just do a few of these. Taking your time, shifting right and left. And keeping our feet about hip bone width apart so that we align the hip, knee, and ankle joint. Keeping a micro bend in the elbow to protect the elbow joint. You've got it. Your gaze is just a little bit forward so the head is lifted. Good. Last one. And when you're ready, let's come into downward dog. Reach your hands to the back of the chair seat, lift the hips, arms by the ears if that's comfortable. And then breathe into this downward dog. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And then halfway lift. Walk your hands back to the thighs. Come all the way up, turning the palms forward. Tall mountain. Bring the hands to the heart. Reach your hands up. Keep a little pointer fingers or your steeple. Let's do a right side bend. Back center. And a left side bend. Back center. Release your arms. Clasp the hands behind you. Opening the heart space. Opening the chest, shoulders. And then reaching the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, sink back towards your chair. Chair pose. Bring the hands to the heart. Keep breathing. If you're comfortable, add a right side twist. Return center, hands at the heart. And then add a left side twist. Weighted on the heels. Turn back center. Reach to your chair, downward dog. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Halfway lift. Hands to the thighs for support. Hinge or roll up. Tall mountain. Continue to breathe and notice. And as you're ready, let's take a moment to find our comfortable relaxation. So you can sit in your chair, you can lie on the floor with your legs up the chair, which is a really nice option. And I'm going to demonstrate that one today. So just take your time if you're coming down to the floor. Again, this can feel really nice on our spine. Supporting the hips and the lower back. Resting the legs on the chair. Arms can stretch out to the side, or they might be on the ribs and belly. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. Just breathing. And let your spine settle, the legs soften, as if the muscles were melting away from the bones. Let your hips sink into the chair or the floor. And feel the rise and fall of the belly. Feel the ribs expanding and softening. Relaxing between the shoulder blades. And if you're lying on the floor, let your head fall heavy. If you're sitting, just comfortable, relax your head and neck. And as you're ready, start to awaken, blinking the eyes open. You might turn your head left and right. You might hug one knee into the chest, shoulders. Maybe the other knee. And slowly make your way back into a comfortable seat. Again, either sitting on your chair, or if you're on the floor, feel free to sit on the floor. And bring your hands into Anjali Mudra or prayer hands. Taking a moment of pause, a moment to notice. Taking a moment of gratitude. Kindness for yourself and each other and this practice. We'll close with a bow and the words namaste. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.